Alright, all you streetlight crusaders, and I guess a couple of you wrestling fans out there tonight, welcome back to the Tuesday Night Special. And now it's time for us to talk about what happened during this week's Grudge Match edition of Monday Night Raw from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. Now, the only reason why it's called the Grudge Match edition is because everybody had some form of grudge against them. And no, Maestro, it has nothing to do with the horror movie with the girl who looks like that girl from The Ring if it was shot in Japan. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that movie was the Japan version of The Ring. Or was it the other way around? Alright, before you confuse me, Maestro, I think it's time for us to go into what happened on Monday Night Raw, and to kick things off would be none other than another episode of the VIP Lounge. And the guest on the VIP Lounge for this week would be none other than the most selfless man in WWE history according to MVP, none other than Dolph Ziggler. And Dolph Ziggler, besides running back the footage of what happened last week with Heath Slater and Drew McIntyre, would then still say that he owes his career, or Drew McIntyre owes his career, all to Dolph Ziggler, and would say that he plucked him out of obscurity, i.e. NXT when he was NXT champion, and made him into a star. And if it hadn't been for him, he wouldn't have been able to beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania this past year. And yeah, he went from "it should have been me" to now "it was because of me." Man, how a year changes people. And needless to say, from him just getting, more confident by the minute through the MVP bragging and boasting about Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre would come out and break all of that up by not only telling him to shut up because he was gonna mention the whole "talk less Claymore" thing that Samoa Joe came up with that actually turned into a t-shirt, but said that he was gonna torture and maim Dolph Ziggler at Extreme Rules no matter what the stipulation was gonna be, especially after what happened last week with none other than Heath Slater, which I really do hope is still a part of the company. And would do so by giving him just a little sample of what he can expect at Extreme Rules, which would be a lightning quick hand to the face, and then would do a fake out to a glass cow kiss to MVP. And if we were going by street rules, folks, I'm pretty sure with MVP flinching the way he did, he should have gotten 2 hits in the shoulder for flinching. Yeah, if we were going by those rules, but I don't think so. And needless to say, folks, after that little bit of action, the first match to take place on Monday Night Raw would see Angel Garza and Andrade Cien going one-on-one against the Viking Raiders in a tag team elimination match. Now, prior to this match taking place, folks, not only you would see Rico Suave himself, Angel Garza, still hitting on Charlie Caruso backstage, but you would also find out from Zelina Vega and from Angel Garza and company that they're now officially on the same page and there's no dissension here, especially after teaming with Randy Orton last week. Only for the Viking Raiders to come out from backstage and not only tell them that they're coming after them for what they did during the Street Profits, but would also bring up their year of dominance in the tag team division and would say that they're gonna run through them tonight. And would they be able to run through the team of Andrade Cien and Rico Suave, especially after Ivar gave that rose to Charlie Caruso, swooning her off her feet? Well, sort of, because during this match you would see Eric not only doing a beautiful tiger knee to the face of none other than Angel Garza during this match, but you would also see them pull off the move that's now being called the Hammer of Thor, which is the assisted bulldozer attack that Umaga would do out of the corner by the Viking Raiders for near fall. But ultimately, Eric would be the first one eliminated during this match with a hammerlock DDT after Andrade would take the bullet for an attack that almost hit him. And not to mention, after Eric would miss that tiger knee in the corner, he would be eliminated with that hammerlock DDT, leaving Ivar to fend for himself. And we would see the ability of Ivar on high display during this match by not only getting rid of Andrade Cien Almas with that, I guess, that modified windmill kick to the face of one Andrade Cien Almas, but then you would also see him try to do the same move he did earlier in the match, which was a corner reversal senton, only for him to get countered into a disgusting powerbomb by Angel Garza after Angel would eat that same windmill kick, only for Andrade on the outside of the ring to put the leg on the rope for the referee to count a near fall. And after that disgusting powerbomb, Angel Garza would end up winning this match for his team via pinfall. Now, even though it was a little bit out of order, folks, it would definitely show the teamwork that was on display between Angel Garza and Andrade after Andrade would actually not only take one, but two tag team moves from the Viking Raiders just to get this match won. And not to mention, after the match was over, Andrade and Angel Garza would share a nice fist bump on the outside of the ring for a job well done during that match. And the only question I have for that match is, where in the world was Eric when Ivar was getting the crap kicked out of him and Angel Garza had Andrade in his corner helping him cheat? I really think the referee should have gotten involved during that and actually kicked Andrade Cien Almas from ringside after he got eliminated. You know, to make things fair. But then again, when it comes to those two, there's no such thing as fair. And speaking of unfair advantages that's been going on for the past couple of weeks, the next match to take place on Monday Night Raw would see none other than Ruby Riott going 2-on-1 against the Iconics. Or so I thought, because prior to this match taking place, after the Iconics would brag over and over again about beating the crap out of Ruby Riott week after week with no Liv Morgan in sight, she would get a little bit of backup from the EST of WWE herself, none other than Bianca Belair, who would say that they're gonna get whooped tonight. Only for Ruby Riott to repeat what she said by saying, "That's what she said." Or exactly what she said. And during this match, oh boy, they would get whooped because despite Billie Kay hitting the Shades of K big boot for a near fall and even a whole bunch of tag team chicanery happening during this match, Bianca Belair would come into the ring and clean house, not only with a handspring kick to the face to not only Peyton Royce on the outside of the ring, but to Billie Kay at the same time, which was nuts. And if you think her impressive EST abilities would stop there, nope, because after Peyton Royce would try to interfere in this match, she would suffer the wrath of an enziguri from Ruby Riott, giving enough of an opportunity for Bianca Belair to pick up the pieces and hit the KOD, aka the Kiss of Death, for the team of Ruby Riott and Bianca Belair to win this match via pinfall. And one thing I was surprised about during this match that didn't happen was the fact that Bianca Belair didn't use her hair to whip the living bejesus out of both Peyton Royce and Billie Kay during this match. I got a feeling she's most likely gonna save it for the rematch that's gonna happen after Extreme Rules. Who knows? And the next match to take place on Monday Night Raw, according to the Maestro, the match that was supposed to happen on Monday Night Raw was going to see none other than R-Truth going one-on-one against Akira Tozawa. And the only reason that was going to take place is because Ricochet, or Richard according to R-Truth, and Cedric the Entertainer backstage would talk to R-Truth trying to tell him that he was going to face against Randy Orton tonight and would end up running into Akira Tozawa and his ninjas. And during that confrontation, R-Truth would ask for help from Akira Tozawa to become a black belt in less than 5 minutes, only for Akira Tozawa to say no, wait for R-Truth to turn his back, get a near fall for the 24/7 championship, only for R-Truth to say, that's it, me and you in the ring right now for the 24/7 7-Eleven Championship. And they would head toward the ring to try to get this match going, only for Akira Tozawa to bring along his ninjas, which really upsetted R-Truth. And R-Truth said, "You should fight me one-on-one," only for Shayna Baszler to come out, of all people, returning after being gone since WrestleMania, to prove a point by not only beating the crap out of these ninjas, hitting one with a tiger knee to the face, and also hitting one with the Karafuto clutch, and even the gut wrench side slam, which I still don't know what to call, only for Akira Tozawa to leave, and for R-Truth to get that dirty look from Shayna Baszler as well, for him to say, "I'll show my way out," only for the Queen of Spades to make her message just a little bit clearer than what she did earlier, by telling the women of the division that this illusion that their limbs are safe after her destruction disappeared after WrestleMania was a lie. And the cruel reality of the Queen of Spades is going to return, most likely after Extreme Rules. Now, granted, she didn't say that on the microphone, but I got a feeling she is waiting for her opportune moment after the dust settles with the championship picture for her to reinsert herself in the division to break someone's arm and to take their championship. And according to the Maestro, and he's right, the last time Shayna Baszler was seen was after the Money in the Bank pay-per-view and the Money in the Bank ladder match where she would end up getting thrown against the wall. So yeah, she's been gone for about a month now. Right. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we might as well head back into the music, and when we return, we'll be back with the second half of what happened during this week's edition of Monday Night Raw from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, right after this. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks, and stay tuned.